Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 14, video number 6. So today we are in a different book. We are in our practice and problem solving book on pages 139 and 140. So go ahead and get your practice and problem solving book open to 139 and 140, and then we will get started. All right, so we are going to start off by readjusting. We've been on a weekend break. So we are going to start by practicing subtracting two-digit numbers. Because we are in a different workbook, it's going to kind of take us back to getting used to subtracting three-digit numbers. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. It says, Ed has 76 red and yellow tulips. There are 28 red tulips. How many tulips are yellow? Number 1 says, find 76 minus 28 by adding up. Fill in the blanks on the number line. So remember, with any word problem, we circle those important numbers. So Ed has 76 red and yellow tulips. There are 28 red tulips. How many are yellow? So remember, when we are subtracting, we can always use our whole and our part to create an addition problem. So if I know 76 minus 28 equals the difference, the part that is left over, I also can switch it around. So I'm adding my two parts to find my whole of 76. So that is what they're wanting us to do. They're wanting us to rework that subtraction problem into an addition problem using our knowledge of fact families. So in our open number line, they've started at the part that we know. We know there are 28 red tulips. So they want us to start at 28 and count up to 76. So look at 28 and look at that big jump to 68. 28 to 68. Did our tens or our ones change? Our tens, right? How many tens do I add to 28 to get to 68? What can I count by to find that answer? If my tens are changing, I can count by tens. So let's do that. We're going to start at 28 and count by groups of 10. So 28, 38, 48, 58, 68. So how many tens did we add? 4 tens. Now, I'm not just going to write 4 in that box, right? I have to know the value of 4 tens. What is the value of 4 tens? 40. So I added 40 to get to 68. Now, I am not done yet, right? Because I am counting on to 76. So they went from 68 to 70. Now, this is a smaller jump. How many ones do I need to add to 68 to get to 70? Can I count on from 68 to 70? Yeah, let's do that. 68, 69, 70. How many ones did we add? We added 2 ones, which changed our tens and our ones place, right? But now look at 70. We are counting up to 76. Are our ones or tens going to change? Look at those 2 numbers. Our ones place. How many ones do I need to add to 70 to have a whole of 76? 6 ones. All right, so remember, Smarties, when we are adding those jumps, the jumps that we added are the parts that we are trying to find. So if I put all of these numbers together, so we started by adding 40, then we added 2 more and 6 more. How many yellow tulips are there? 48. Oh my goodness, kiss your brains. You guys, You guys just did an addition problem to solve subtraction. Whoa, that is a cool strategy. All right, let's go on to page 140. It says there were 35 birds in a tree. Then 17 birds flew away. How many birds are in the tree now? It's a word problem, so what are we going to do? We're going to read it again. All right, so there were 35 birds in a tree. Then 17 flew away. How many birds are in the tree now? So before we do anything else, let's think about our whole number. What was our whole? 35. I am going to show 35 as a picture. So 35 is how many tens? 3 tens. Oh, I'm showing hundreds. I'm sorry, Smarties. Whew. Okay. 3 tens. And how many ones? 5 ones. All right, so that is our whole. When we subtract, when we take away the part that we know we're taking away 17. We're not there yet. So let's look at number 3. It says regroup a 10 first. Fill in the blank. So remember, Smarties, when I am subtracting, so 35 minus 17. I always start with my ones place. In my whole, I only have 5 ones. Can I take away 7 ones from 5 ones? No, so I have to regroup or unroll a 10. So I'm going to unroll a 10 into how many ones? 110 is the same as 10 ones. So these 5 ones are not going anywhere. Say those 5 ones aren't going anywhere. We're just putting those 10 ones with the 5 ones we already have. So now I will have 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 2 10s. And how many ones do we have? We have 15 ones now. So when I show that as an equation, I'm going to move my equation over here. When I show this as an equation, my picture gives me a visual representation of my whole. So we regroup to subtract our ones, maybe our tens, and when we start adding and subtracting 4-digit numbers, our hundreds. So when I have to regroup, my whole is going to regroup. It's going to change. So I no longer have 3 tens. I have 2 10s and I have 15 ones. Okay, when we solve problems like this, if this is a strategy that works best for you, you have to know why you are doing this. You have to understand why this 3 10s is changing to 2 10s and why this 5 ones is going to 15 ones. We had to regroup. We had to move a 10 to help out our ones place. Now I can subtract 7 ones. So out of my 15 ones, I can subtract 7. And I'm going to have how many left? I'm going to have 8 left. Then I go to my tens place. I have 2 10s, and I'm going to take away 2. How many birds are left in the tree? 8 birds. All right, and numbers 5 and 6, we have a word problem. It says Hector and Rose each have 93 baseball cards. Hector gives 54 cards to his brother. Rose gives 48 cards to her friend. Okay. Hector and Rose each have 93. So Hector has 93. Rose also has 93. Okay, so I'm making a picture so I can see what this looks like. Hector gives 54 cards to his brother. So if I give something away, am I getting more or am I losing some from my whole? I'm losing some. So how many are we going to subtract from Hector's cards? 54. Okay, Rose gives 48 cards to her friend. So if Rose is giving cards away, are we adding or subtracting? We are also subtracting. So we're going to subtract 48 from Rose. So they both have 93. They each have 93 cards. They don't have a combination of 93. They each have 93. That is why, Smarties, when we have word problems, we have to read it more than once. And we have to think about the parts, the whole, and what the word problem is asking us to do. Okay, so number 5 says, how many baseball cards does Hector have now? Find 93 minus 54. So I'm going to erase this H and R. And we are going to solve this problem. I am going to show this strategy right here, but you can use whatever strategy works best for you. So starting in my ones place, in my whole, I have 3 ones. So I'm going to draw this 9, 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 ones. Starting in my ones, do I have enough ones to take away 4? I do not. So I am going to regroup, and I'm going to put that 10 back, and I'm going to regroup a 10. So now I have 8 10s and 13 ones. Smarties, this is still 93. I've just regrouped to help out my ones place. Now I can take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many ones do I have left? 9 ones. Now I go to my tens place. I have 8 10s, and I'm taking away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many 10s are left? 39. How many baseball cards does Hector have left? He has 39 cards. Right now we're going to solve Rose. Rose also had 93 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 ones. She gave 48 cards to her friends. So starting in our ones place, do I have enough ones in my whole to take away 8? I do not. So where am I going to go? I'm going to go to my tens place, and I am going to unroll a 10 and let them back. Sorry, Smarties. And I'm going to unroll a 10 into 10 ones, because 1 10 is the same as 10 ones. So now I have 13 ones. It's not 3 ones anymore, 13 ones and 8 10s. Still 93, just shown in a different way. Now I'm going to take away 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many ones do we have left? We have 5 ones. And then I go to my tens place, and I'm going to take away 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many 10s are left? 4 10s. So how many cards does Rose have left? She has 45 cards. All right, Smarties, that is it for lesson 14, video number 6. Remember to keep that growth mindset, because good learners do hard things. All right, I will see you tomorrow with another video lesson on number 14. Happy learning and happy subtracting. Bye, guys.